Okay, hello, and now it's time for another episode of Shooter Saturday, and today we're going to play the next 3 levels of Doom. Last week I had played the first 3 levels of Episode 1, Knee Deep in the Dead, and where we left off I had just accessed the secret level of Knee Deep in the Dead. Now these secret levels are usually quite a bit more difficult than the other levels in each episode. And let's get started. And that difficulty is even when you're playing on like the normal settings. I'm playing on ultra-violence. What I hate about those imps in that cage is that they're ammo guzzlers, and the thing is, imps don't drop ammo, and so you feel like you spend a lot of ammo just carrying those guys out, but you really have to because their projectiles will just be a problem throughout this level if you don't deal with it. This level I'm also not quite as familiar with as I am with other ones, because normally when I play through Doom, usually when I would play through Doom, I usually didn't bother with the secret levels so much. I'm kind of trying to change that, but I haven't played a lot of the secret levels the way I have other ones. However, I've kind of come to the conclusion that you really don't fully play Doom until you play every level you can. Now, when you go through there, when you pass that star, a bunch of enemies will continue spawning, a bunch of pinky demons and imps. And the thing is, while they do continue spawning over and over and over again, I usually will try to kill them all, because there is actually a set number of enemies in each level, so they can't infinitely respawn. It just won't happen unless you're playing beyond the nightmare difficulty. But so eventually they'll stop coming through. I usually like to deal with them so I don't have to end up dealing with them somewhere else from wherever they're spawning from. So what I do is I just rush through, and rush back, so I get a better vantage point. If the imps weren't there, I probably would have just whipped out my chainsaw that I got in the second level and used those on all the pinky demons and specters. However, with the imps throwing projectiles at me, I don't want to be using a melee weapon. When you play level 3 to get to the secret level, you really need to make sure that you have conserved a good deal of ammo and health, because if not, this level will be really quite a pain in your ass. And for some reason, the ultra violence difficulty setting really loves specters. They're all over the place. That bitch. Alright. Now we have all of our keys. Now the next area is really quite difficult to navigate. It's not too difficult, but you need to make sure that you have plenty of health, because it's one of those areas where you are guaranteed to lose some health no matter how well you play, so you need to have enough to survive, because there's a passage in here where you will have to trudge through some of that green sludge that takes your health away. And there's also a lot of specters in here. So I'm going to switch over to the chain gun. With the shotgun's reload time, dealing with an enemy like a Spectre or a Pinky Demon isn't advised. There's a lot of them around. Now to extend that bridge here, you need to trudge through this. You need to trudge through this sludge and push a particular button. That button. And that is the secret level. Now, if I hit... I try not to talk when I am shooting. Now, if you had beaten the 3rd level without getting the secret exit, you would have came directly here. Now you're going to want to back up, because this panel will open and a bunch of enemies will come out. Ideally, you should be able to shoot that toxic barrel and thin out some of them. Get some shields and health here. I'm pretty low. Inside here are a bunch of imps and the blue key. Now, when the doors shut, you cannot open them by yourself. What you need to do is hover over that light over there. Whenever you hover over that bit of floor, the doors will open. One of the great things about this game's level design is that even though a lot of textures and enemy types and whatnot are reused, they're so unique that whenever you see anyone else playing a level, if you're familiar with the game, if you like walk in on someone playing it, you'll recognize the level that they're playing. You'll be like, oh, that level. Each level is very unique. Now that entire area back there is just a bunch of narrow turns and corridors full to the brim with imps and the pinky demons. So you need to be very careful. I recommend using the chain gun if you have a decent amount of ammo for it. Just accidentally switched to the pistol. Once you get the other weapons, you really don't have any reason to use that again. Yeah, the pistol is like the one weapon that you just don't need to reuse once you have the other weapons. The other weapons, all of them throughout this game, they can be used for specific tasks, and so each one of them has their use. The pistol doesn't once it's upgraded. would have taken more damage if I had used the shotgun because of the reload times. Got the yellow key. Now this switch right here will raise a stairway so I can get to the exit. Now this just might be the hardest level of this episode. This is one of those levels where there are portions of this level where the enemy gets the drop on you, and they have the advantage of seeing you before you see them. And I'll show you what I mean later. Now walking over here raises that platform, allowing you to go in there for a very necessary yellow key. I believe it's yellow. But before I do that, what I want to do is go look out that window and just snipe as many of the enemies down there as I can, making it easier for me to go through there later on. But you need to be careful because they can shoot you from below. Alright. The reason why sniping like that is so important is because you will eventually get to those areas later, the ones where you can see enemies from a distance, and it's best having dealt with them beforehand, so that when you go there, there won't be as much to deal with. Shit. Now this area is where the enemies get the drop on you. They can see you from above, below, and they will start shooting you when you as soon as they see you. Now, I'm going to need as much health as I can. Because what's going to happen is that when I walk past this floor to the brown floor, the panel right there is going to open and a bunch of enemies will come out. There will be specters, pinky demons, some imps, and some shotgunners. And I'll have to take out them quickly because on the other side, the same thing is going to happen. And they're going to be coming around here to deal with me from behind. So you need to be quick, which is why I advise using the chain gun for this. And it doesn't get much better from here. Now this environmental suit will allow me to walk across this green stuff without taking damage. And I'm going to push that button and then rush back as quickly as I can. Oh crap. Not what I meant to do. Forget it. There is a shield up there, and up there is some more chain gun ammo, which sadly I'm very low on, but I'm just going to live without it. And now you can see this door open. Got the blue key. Now this area with all the strobe lights is chock full of specters and shotgunners, and these specters are going to be a real problem since it's hard to see them. My advice is to shoot the toxic barrels when you see them, because chances are there is an enemy going to be near it, which you're going to hurt with it. So just when you see one, shoot it. So you just heard that? I hurt somebody. Even though I didn't see what I did, I hurt somebody. Now inside this door are 3 pinky demons, so I recommend using the chainsaw to take them out. Alright. Next week we shall play some more Doom, and unless I'm mistaken, next week we will complete this episode, and then we'll move on to the second episode after that, on the Shores of Hell. In the meanwhile, you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for another gaming history video. In the meanwhile, have a good day, please like and subscribe, and peace out.